There are some stories that a person will hear. You begin to wonder if this thing actually happened. And this story I'm about to share with you now is exactly one of them. These 3 children whose picture you are seeing on the screen here, these children are no more. They've been kpáîîed by an unknown person. Not only did that person kpáîî them, the person come put them inside deep freezer. This very incident happened in Iinsidee in Anambra. There is nothing we will not see or hear in this our country. What actually happened? It was recorded that the mother of these very kids was a lecturer and also a nurse, and that their dad was not living with them, that he was staying in Edo State. He only comes to visit them and then goes back to his base. So it happened that the day that this very thing happened, the mother of these very kids left them and then went for an exam. After this very woman was through with her exams, on arriving home, she discovered that her doors were opened, unlike her children that do normally lock the door anytime she leaves them and goes out. She looked around but did not see her kids. She only saw the remnants of the food that they were eating on the floor. According to her, she said she searched and searched for her kids. She did not see them. Then she went to her neighbor's house, because in that very place that she was living, she was only living with 2 neighbors and then the landlord. So she told her neighbors that she was looking for her kids, that she went out for an exam and then returned back but did not see the kids. So all of them were so worried, and then they helped her in looking for these very kids. Then as all of them were looking for the kids, one of the tenants opened the deep freezer that was in this woman's house, only to discover that those very omaka were all inside that very place and that they have kpáîîed. Not only were they kpáîîed, they were chopped as if a person cut okra or onion. This was how they were chopped and then put inside that very deep freezer. Immediately this woman saw them, this woman Ara Abaya, she became confused. She did not know what she was doing any longer. Strange things are really happening. Nobody knows who was the person that entered inside this very woman's house when she was not around and then kpáîîed the kids. Not only did that person kpáîîed the kids, the person chopped them like onions and then put them inside the deep freezer. This woman said that she did not leave her kid with anybody, that she left them all alone because that is how they have been staying anytime she wanted to go out. And that what shocked her most was that the children normally locked the door, but that particular day everywhere was open. That means somebody knocked on the door and then asked them to open the door, and when they opened it, the person just kpáîîed them. It's so terrible. The person that did this very thing is not a stranger, it's not an outsider. The person knows this very woman very, very well and knows the time that this woman does not stay in the house. So he targeted her and then did this very thing. Please, parents, stop leaving your children all alone by themselves. Anytime you want to go out, ensure that somebody is staying with them. Assuming that these children were staying with somebody, this thing would not have happened to them. This woman is so confused and so depressed, she doesn't know what to do. I mean, who could have done this thing to these innocent kids?